They're the men in charge.
Oh, my God. Your thought. Oh, my goodness.
Just throwing an FU, too, to Boston.
Seriously, did he give the finger while he was saying it?
Real quick, Jimmy, when Rafael Devers was here and they asked him to DH, what did he say?
How would you react if they asked you to DH? How would you feel about that?
No.
I'm sorry, what did he say in San Francisco? What was the comment again?
I am here to play wherever they want me to do and give out my best.
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry, in Boston, what did he say when he was asked to go back to the field, grab his glove, play third base, or go to DH or whatever? What did he say?
No.
My position is third base. I don't know how they want to go about it or what they want to do, but I know that that's the position I get ready to play every day.
And what did he say yesterday?
I'm here to give my 100%. I don't put any buts. They're the men in charge. I am here to play wherever they want me to play.
I think when he was asked to play third base here, he said maybe they need to do their job better.
Yeah, right. That was first base.
That was first base, sorry.
They told me that they didn't want to allow me to play any other position, and now, I think they should do their jobs essentially and hit the market and look for another player.
When they ask him here to play first base, they say maybe they should do their jobs and go find a first baseman. San Francisco asked him to play first base, and he said,
I am here to play wherever they want me to do and give out my best.
Unbelievable.
What an FU.
Massive. And again, the part, I'm hung up on the, they're the guys in charge.
They're the men in charge. Where here, it's like maybe they need to do their jobs.
Exactly. So, and this sort of plays into how I felt about the whole thing. And I shouldn't say, because Devers isn't acting like a freaking 3-year-old in this thing. He did. And to have that attitude one place and something totally different somewhere else is on him. Okay? But if I were the Red Sox, I would look at this and say, how did we turn one thing into the other? Like, how did he get so disenchanted so quickly? What happened? Because if he's so agreeable now, he's clearly happy to be out of Boston. So what was it here that he didn't like prior to this year?
Them, the Red Sox. And they are imminently unlikable. They've absolutely earned that. Where I break with people is that I think Rafael Devers is a putz. I am not a fan of his. I think that is what an a-hole.
Yeah, it's unprofessional.
I mean,
it's
seriously.
childish. It's all of that.
So I have no I'm reticent. I'm reluctant to support him. I'm not supporting him. The optic. So if you're watching this from across the country or from anywhere else other than here, so we've watched it really closely. We know how Devers has carried himself and unprofessional. And so it's a little more nuanced here because Devers deserves some of our criticism. If you're just watching from out of town and you don't know all the ins and outs of the story, you look at this and go, what the hell is wrong with the Red Sox?
Exactly. Why does he hate them so much?
The optics are, and 90% of the players, maybe not here, because oddly enough, the reaction in the locker room here was pretty cool.
I would agree.
Feels almost like good riddance from some of those players.
Maybe, but I bet you across Major League Baseball, they look at this and go, yeah, those Red Sox, bunch of a-holes.
Yeah, it's another strike against them. And there's been a lot of this of late. Because, again, go back to the Craig Breslow hiring. Same thing. They couldn't get anybody to take the job. So why are people so eager to get out of Dodge? And that's how it looks. You couldn't be more right about that part. So all of a sudden he shows up in San Francisco, and here he is, Mr. Team Player.
Oh, my God. They're the men in charge. When all he did, when he was asked to go to DH or back to first base or wherever, all he did was rip them, the men in charge. Maybe they need to do their jobs. Maybe he's not very good at his job, Devers said at one point. It wasn't translated by the Red Sox guy, but our Telemundo guy there out at NBC Sports Boston said he didn't even give you the proper translation. At one point, Devers said he's not very good at his job. He shows up in San Francisco. He's there for 5 minutes and says, well, they're the men in charge. I'm here to do whatever they ask me to do.
Seriously.
I mean, what a shot. And it looks so bad for the Red Sox.
He did everything but give them the finger.
I'm reading from Chris Cotillo, Mass Live, who was out there. And, he gave me some of those Devers quotes. And again, after the game, Cotillo went. That was pregame yesterday. After the game, Cotillo, I guess, approached him again and asked him about playing first base against the Sox this weekend. Talk about another opportunity to stick his ass in their face, quite literally. Him standing at first base against the Red Sox when he basically told you to go F yourself when you asked him to play first. Now he's going to play first against you.
Happy to.
Says, I don't really know a timetable, but I know I'm going to try and get there as fast as I can and be ready whenever the team needs me. I know that starting tomorrow and the day after, I'm going to take as many grounders as possible at first base, and whenever the manager and coaches feel I'm ready, I'm going to be ready. He wouldn't even take grounders here. Now he's saying I'm going to take as many grounders as possible at first base.
I hope he's here on Friday night.
And whenever they need me, I'm going to be ready.
I would love to see him. Honestly, I'd love to see him play the whole series at first base.
Oh, my God, that makes you look so bad. And listen, I think he's partly responsible. But that's not how the world's going to look at it. They're going to look at it as, what is that? What in the hell is wrong with Boston? What is wrong with that organization? What is wrong with that team? And they're mostly right, because Devers, again, we know more about Devers than the rest of everybody else, but Devers is not considered a problem or a bad apple around the league. And maybe he wasn't scrutinized enough as he should have been. I'm just telling you, that's his reputation around the league. This isn't, this isn't Barry Bonds or someone who's been a problem. Jeff Kent, Barry Bonds, Bryce Harper, is he on that list? Like, I don't know. Like,
no, definitely
a guy
not.
that's like considered a high maintenance probably was never considered that. He might have been. He was just not his reputation. Now he disdained the Red Sox so much he wouldn't even take grounders at first. Now he goes to San Francisco. Yep, I'll take as many as they need me to take. I'll be as ready as they're ready for me to play there. They're the men in charge, and I'm here to give you 100%. It's like, wow. You a-hole. And again, that's him and that's them. Chris Cotillo of Mass Live wrote, Devers, according to league sources with knowledge of his thinking, Devers would have been open to a position change in Boston too, had he felt like the team communicated expectations for him more effectively. Okay, so again, he didn't like the way the team communicated their expectations. Those who know Devers best contend that his irritation with the Red Sox and subsequent public refusals was not because he was unwilling to move positions, but rather because he felt like the team, and especially during the winter while pursuing Alex Bregman and Nolan Arenado, was not upfront enough with him. Quote, it's not what you ask, a Devers confidant said Tuesday. It's how you ask it. End quote. Oh, please. You freaking diva.
People always say this after the fact, but keep going.
But I right, exactly. It's not that they fired me, it's how they did it. No, it's that you got fired. But that is such a high maintenance diva. I just can't get behind Devers. I'm sorry. I can't. I haven't been able to all year. I'm still not.
He's the worst kind of pro.
It's not that you ask it, it's how you asked it. So what did you want, Rafi? Here, a pretty please? Pretty please? Like, you know what? You're the greatest.
Yeah.
We love you. Will you please? Here, I'm on my knee. Please? Like, is that what you needed? That's such a high maintenance a-hole comment.
It is, and it's complete and total bullcrap too, because at the end of the day, it really comes down to his level of, immaturity. And again, he acted like a 3-year-old. He should have the presence of mind to realize, like, okay, get mad at the beginning. And then, you know what? Is this really such a bad thing? It was going to happen anyway. I like being here. So, he should have been able to get over it, and he didn't. And the fact that he couldn't get over it, to me, that part is on him. But I will say, it was being reported by Kenny Rosenthal in September of last year.
No, I know.
And if they asked the Red Sox about it and the Red Sox denied it and then did it, I can understand a level of agitation. He still should have gotten over it.
It sounds like, the reporting, coming from his side, who knows it's true, that they told him to ignore the noise in the offseason. That the rumors were out there, them on Bregman, and they, instead of saying, yeah, this is coming down the pike, get ready, we need you to do, they said, just ignore it. But still, it's not what you ask, it's how you ask it. Oh, F off.
No, it's what you ask.
F you. You don't like my tone. Like, this is professional. We're adults. This is what we need.
And the other thing is, based on how he has reacted, don't you think they were justified in not bringing it up?
I guess, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
So, like, yes.
Because what if it never happened?
I just, the Red Sox are getting hammered for not treating him the right way or handling his situation. Well, it starts with, if he wasn't high maintenance, they wouldn't have had to
walk on eggshells.
navigate it. It's hard. How do you know how the guy's going to respond? You've got to ask him the right way. Well, what is that? How exactly do you want me to say it, Rafi? Like, oh, God, I can't stand that. It's your tone. F off. We're all adults. You don't like my tone? Whatever. Like, we're just trying to get from point A to point B. And let's just worry about getting from point A to point B and not worry about the emotion of the thing or the tone of the thing. Just, what do you need me to do? Just tell me. I can handle it. Talk to me here, Rafi. Talk to me any way you want. Just get me from point A to point B and give me any tone you want. It's not what you ask, it's how you ask it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's a lie. Whenever people go to that, it's almost always a lie. And because they were hurt by the initial thing and they can't admit it.
I hate that. I hate that in every context.
I'd be ashamed to admit that as a grown man. You said it, but you didn't mean it.
I don't like your tone.
I don't like the way that you said it to me.
I don't care about your tone. Just right. I'm trying to get from here to there. And so just let's get there and talk to me any way you want. God.
The only other part I'll add.
What a waste of time.
And again, I don't think this was a significant part of the thing. I'll just say it because I heard it. But back in the spring, I think the agent was making noises about asking for a trade. So I don't think Devers' representation helped with that either.
Well, Cotillo had a very small detail that I hadn't heard before in this story. He wrote that the first sign of tension came on February 16th when teammates like Jaron Duran and Rob Refsnyder attended Alex Bregman's introductory press conference in a show of support. Meanwhile, Devers walked by the event while in progress in street clothes as he left Fenway South. A day later, he went public with his disdain over Boston's request to move him to DH.
He was pissed.
So, I mean, just that optic there. Okay, Alex Bregman's doing his introductory press conference. They just signed him February 16th. Couple of teammates are there, you know, just to support him, just to be there for his introductory press conference. And Devers in his jeans and T-shirt or street clothes walks right by the thing. Like, again, doesn't make him the worst person in the world, but really, how do you want me to ask you, Rafi?
Right, and again, now the part that is on them is they put the whole team leader thing on him. But if he was a real team leader, he'd have gone to the press conference and a show of solidarity and say, this guy's here taking my position, but we're going to be better for it. And he'd have done an adult type of thing, but he didn't do that.
Something tells me it didn't. Something tells me it wouldn't have mattered how they asked him. He was hacked off that his team took his job away. San Francisco's not taking his job away. There's no water under the bridge there. There's no scar tissue. So it's a fresh start. I'll do it for you, but I'm not doing it for those a-holes because they took something away from me. And it doesn't matter how they would have asked you, you big baby. I don't like how you asked me. Oh, F off. If I sound triggered like it is, because I get that all the time, because sometimes you'll notice my tone is not great.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
No, sometimes it's I have tone, and people don't like it.
Really? Mine's always so even-keeled.
But just let me tell you something, people. Talk to me however you want. It's okay. I'm really just trying to get through the day, and I'm not going to get hung up with your tone with me. Give me whatever tone you want. It's okay. I can handle it. I'm just trying to get from point A to point B. But the guy that stops and, well, I don't like the way you, well, F you. Like, I don't like, what? Let's stop and now let's waste time over how something was asked or how something was said. I'm just worried about what was said so we can get through the day. You, on the other hand, want to stop now the clock. Waste all of our time over someone's tone. Oh, I hate it. I hate it, as you can tell. But it strikes a nerve with me, Mazz, as you can tell.
No, I picked up on that. I would say the next time you deliver that message, just soften it just a little.
It's not what you, it's how you asked. Oh, it's like that's top 3 for me. Top three things that go right up there, Anthony.
Good reason.